Oh, you're picking a random.
Go grab my bags.
Yep. Why me? Alright. Bradigus. Oh, thank God! Oh, I did not want to play Kaya.
What is this?
He rolls a random. I gotta remember what I
You
brought.
were my brother.
Depending on...
My captain. My king. I would have followed you to the end.
And welcome to Should Have Turned Left.
Oh my God. I have to remember what the heck I brought.
So welcome to Should Have Turned Left,
yeah,
Shin Horde's Battle Report podcast.
What?
It's, dude, when I record, when I tried recording an intro video before and my Patreon video, it was so hard to not say podcast.
Yeah.
Except we actually do battle reports,
Battle
unlike this other one that
reports?
calls themselves an actual battle report
Hi.
podcast.
My
That
name's
show
Riley,
remained-
and
that show
I'm all in
remained
on
nameless.
Trollbloods 2017.
My name is David, and I play Grymkin because that's kind of all I got. Just kidding.
I'm keeping mine the same. I'm Ben, Canadianized on the forums at the Canadianized.
Well, you're not going to help us.
Rip off chain attack. Well, I could just say I'm third and then do
I'm
battle
third.
driven.
Oh, God.
So, if you haven't heard of Muson Mini's tokens,
Well, it's true. You can see I've got the Moveline Pro and I have the Circle token set from Muson Minis. And you know what? I did pretty good this game. I was able to get rid of a bunch of clouds, and I've been drinking a few beers. I'm still feeling good. So yeah, I think there's a correlation there between having Muson Minis tokens and
Yes. That is why he did well, not because I'm a terrible player, but because he indeed had
Muse.
the appropriate tokens for the match.
as a disclaimer, this battle report is in no way endorsed or affiliated with Muson Mini's products or Muson Mini's podcast.
not that any of us can.
John Damaris, come back.
What is a product?
Well, see, I've got Muse tokens out there. I have
The line
I have Advanced Deploy
Pro
for
thing,
the.
I have official
Yeah, well, the
privateer
move lines
press
are-
models for the Grymkin. That's what I
Yeah.
have.
See, I've got Broken Egg that I'm using for Fury tokens for Eye Snapjaw, and the orange AoE deviation thing. Advanced Deploy are my aspect markers. My sprays are Broken Egg. My Aimfire tokens are Muse. Let's see, we have Muse Terrain on the table, as well as Hidden Forest Gaming.
Mm-hmm.
The zones are Muse. Yeah, Muse makes stuff.
They do. And it's all quality products.
And we have not even talked about what we were playing.
I'm
not
playing Grymkin. Bumping the night theme with a bunch of infantry. Surprise.
So what you're telling me is you're playing the lesser of the two themes.
Yes, because apparently I hate myself.
Don't try to argue with me, Internet. Don't.
It's not gonna work.
Yeah, so before the game, I've probably already showed it. I decided to randomly choose my warlock for this game and landed on Krueger 1.
So close.
So close to
So
Kaya 1. So
close.
close to just getting screwed by a caster I'm not a huge fan of in Mark 3.
Also, we
Doesn't.
should probably note, you're going to notice a big change in video quality
Yeah,
halfway through
Yeah.
this.
my bad.
The first half of this is recorded on Twitch or something.
Yeah.
Like that, and then the second half of it is pulled off of the camera.
Because
So
I forgot to start it because I'm smart.
apologies for that, but,
Yep.
should have turned left, bringing you another quality War Machine Hordes battle report.
Yeah.
Don't you worry. We can watch.
We can fix it.
Me be terrible in lo-fi, and then and then it gets even better.
Anyways, my list, because we haven't said it yet.
Oh yeah.
Krueger 1 in Devourer's host. Yay, Tharn theme. He's got a Feral and 2 Purebloods for his battle group. Wrong Eye Snapjaw because you can bring him in themes now and it's amazing. Bloodweaver Night Witch, a free Shaman, Bloodtrackers with Nuala, max unit of Bloodweavers, and Swamp Gobbers Bellows crew because I had 2 points and I would rather a third small unit for zones than a Gallows Grove. Also, I can bring mercs and minions into themes, which is amazing. And
Is
that's
it amazing, Ben? I don't know if.
Nah, it's absolutely
how it
horrible. You should never do it.
Okay.
Play Wrong Eye Snapjaw.
I wish I could, Ben. I really do.
When you
You have scored.
wish upon
I have
a
scored. You have
star-crossed.
scored. Just stop
Makes
playing.
no
your
difference
main
what
thing.
they are. They won't hit you. They will miss.
We know my opinions
Got
on the
him.
matter.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yes. The start of one of the other.
Oh
recent reports.
man. I'm playing the Dreamer in case anybody wondered.
Nobody did. We
she
don't
has
care.
a-
Moving on.
Alrighty, well played. You know what? You know what? Starcross is stupid.
Just say your list.
Yep.
Just say it.
So,
I'm playing Grymkin. I am playing the Dreamer with a Cage Rager, a Skin and Bones, and 2 Gorehounds.
who are you playing?
I am playing the Dreamer.
Okay.
In case you want. Yeah, like that. She doesn't have her eyes open, so it's fine. I have a death knell because it's required for the most part.
It kind of is.
It really, it really is. I have 2 units of Hollow Men, 1 with a Lantern Man, Twilight Sisters, and some piggybacks. I have Lord Longfellow and a Witchwood because whenever you play this theme, you have Lord Longfellow and at least 1 Witchwood.
Screw that guy.
Oh come on, he's
Screw
great. And then I have 2 Cast Imps, but I only put 1 on the table because I can't count. So
Also, easiest prey token ever.
yeah, it was pretty funny. This little imp is the prey.
And I was like,
Yeah,
oh, what's a good thing to die early so I can move to? Hey, look, there's a casket.
yeah.
And then it blew up.
and he
right
does.
away,
I know.
and
Then
I'm
he
just like, well, shit.
yeah, and then he just explodes because he's a Cast Imp.
Yeah. So now I have to move the prey
yeah.
token earlier than I actually wanted to.
Oh no! Things died quicker than you expected.
Yeah. So it went on the Witchwood.
Yeah,
It's like
because
solo, easy
Yeah.
enough model to kill.
I stick around
Get
the
rid of.
flag, but like those little bastards are just really annoying,
Yeah.
difficult to deal with. So,
Yeah. So my first turn. Hey, look, it's a first turn. Stuff runs. Yeah.
surprise!
Lightning Tendrils is on Bloodtrackers because Electroleap still gets buffed from Prey, which is stupid.
If
and
you want to
awesome.
argue it, go check the rules for him. It's there.
Yep, I had Riley make sure before I had that interaction happen, just to make sure it still worked the way I thought.
Interestingly enough, along that line, I just thought this was interesting. If a war beast has lightning tendrils or something like that and makes an attack,
and his
with
body's
it,
out.
and his body is out, you roll 1d6 damage. However, if a warjack has it on there and makes the attack, he rolls 2d6.
Yep, because body is -1 die to all damage rolls, and systems are systems of which Lightning Tendrils or E-Leap or anything like that is not actually attached to.
It's really interesting how those
Weird.
rules interact.
Neat,
Yeah, it really is.
neat. Apparating pigs.
I mean, those
Yes,
are cool too.
That is the thing that can happen.
Because
does
why
happen.
not? Yeah, it does happen.
Pigs still
Um,
haven't flown yet.
They haven't
That makes
flown.
me
I haven't
sad.
gotten to do that because I've
They
been.
should have.
Yeah.
Privateer Press, you
Oh,
missed
missed
it with
chance.
Valkyries. Come
Missed
on.
chance.
Flying
Hungerford, what
pigs.
were you thinking?
I blame
Oh.
Souls.
I mean, that's the easy route to take, yeah.
Yeah. I like
Yeah.
Hungerford too much.
I mean, I like him too, but,
Yeah.
come on.
Oh, you know what? We can blame Dallas.
No! No, it's never his fault. Dallas Kemp is the best.
Dallas Cap is amazing. No, you're right. Hungerford can take it. And he's got a
can.
really good sense of humor about all of this.
He does, it's true.
So,
Odds are he'll never see this anyways.
I know, right?
There you go.
One can dream of this channel being big enough that it actually gets that attention and then enjoyed. And then at some point we have a PP staffer stream with us, and then, oh god.
Oh, that would
Then you've reached
awesome.
the
It
big
would
time,
be
son.
amazing.
Can it be Dallas?
And I know, right? That
Can
would be
Dallas
amazing.
just come hang out?
Dude, we'll do
Dallas, I'll make you pancakes.
Yes.
Man, I
the
feel like they're
silent-
just like, man, those guys are kind of creepy. Let's
Hey,
not,
you know what?
like-
This is the week to have anybody out here. Anyways, it's the Bloom Fiesta.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
really.
yeah.
So I mean, there's
everybody's
plenty of stuff to
traveling.
do in Albuquerque.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, the week that we recorded this is the last weekend of the Bloom Fiesta here in Albuquerque, which is a huge international balloon flight
Yeah, hot air
festival,
balloon.
hot air balloon type thing.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
huge.
they still make those things, believe it or not.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of them.
Largest gathering of hot air balloons in the entire world.
Yep.
Yep. The
People
second largest is in France.
People from all over the world come to be here, come to see it,
Mhm.
come
Yeah.
to fly balloons. It's awesome. Come out.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Visit.
cool.
I mean,
Pretty
Albuquerque's
sweet.
a pretty cool city besides that, but
Yeah.
But I mean,
Well, thanks
what,
to
we
Breaking
gained-
Bad, everybody thinks we just smoke meth. I mean, which
Not entirely inaccurate.
We don't. We just
Yeah.
throw pizzas on people's roofs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do that.
Yeah.
That is a thing.
That is the thing.
Dice are rolling.
Yep, dice are
Yeah,
rolling, and we
dice
are
are
not
rolling.
talking about this game. Woo! Welcome to Shoot 'em Turn Left.
Surprise.
See, this is why we could have Dallas on. We could totally do a painting episode while there's a game in the background.
Yes.
I mean, you
And
can
just put like a little screen somewhere so you can see all that.
Hey, look, Witchwood, let go.
Oh,
of
hey,
the
Witchwood
raid.
died.
Yeah.
And-
Well,
And
yeah,
then I
she
moved Prey
did.
over to Lantern Man, and now I start doing charges and E-leaps and quick works. And
Yeah, just I don't want to
disgusting.
Talk about it. Yeah, I don't wanna talk
Bloodtrackers
about
kill all kinds of stuff.
it. Yeah,
It's
I
cool.
was like, oh, I committed a decent chunk of stuff. Just kidding, I didn't actually.
Yeah, when
commit.
one Bloodtracker can kill 3 dudes,
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
those guys suck,
It's pretty good.
and I'm just like, and then you have a really really high def list, and it just makes
Yes.
my guys sad.
So yeah, this is a crazy def skew list because, what is it? My lowest defense that can be shot because Eye Snapjaw have submerged. Yay. Okay. I guess technically is 17 from Gobbers in there. No, yeah, it's 17 just straight
yeah,
up.
your lowest
matter where
defense
it's
is
from.
17.
My lowest defense
Krueger
is
has
17.
the spell that puts +3 def on everybody.
Yeah, it gets rid of clouds. So
And then
hey, look,
and
clouds
then
low.
wrong eye can just cast Starcrossed because yeah.
And make himself immune to shooting, which is hilarious because I don't have to worry about Longfellow. Because
Yeah.
screw that guy.
You know what would make this list cry?
High armor.
You say Dark Minute.
Exemplar interdiction theme. A bunch of exemplar errands that have blessed crossbows and a bunch of jacks that have blessed weapons.
Yes, Blessed does suck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got him!
I can put
Anyways.
I can put Wraithbane on one guy.
Yeah. So strategy right now, I'm like, okay, keep everybody inside Galewinds. I don't have to commit very far forward. There isn't a lot David can put in the bottom zone here.
Mhm.
I've got a pretty good chance of clearing out the top zone, so I'm going to
Yeah.
focus on that. And let's just see what he can bring forward, and I can kill.
Yeah,
And
I
see how
mean
that works. And Starcross is stupid.
Starcross. Well, yeah. I mean, I kind of screw myself a little bit here with my like placement of everything. Like, I was like the piggybacks kind of have to awkwardly shuffle towards that bottom zone.
Piggybacks can go through fire without problem. You do know that, right?
Yeah. Oh my god.
One less die on the
Yeah. Oh
damage
yeah,
roll.
that's true.
Mhm.
But I mean,
And shield wall doesn't go away until
But I
they
don't
activate again.
do that because
Mhm.
I'm a lame player. So
That's okay.
yeah.
You just didn't know. That's all right.
Mhm.
And what I
I
found,
just thought
to be
of that
fair,
while I was looking
with
at it.
piggybacks,
Mhm.
they're a great second wave unit.
Yeah, they're
Yes.
really good.
They're
They are.
terrible if you try to lead the line with them because they're just not fast enough. But they're a
Mhm.
great second wave unit to
Mhm.
go in kind of after the fact and be obnoxious.
Yeah, by far.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
me going, what do I do with my shaman? You know, I'm going to keep it close to a flag because solos and
Yeah.
scenario. Seems good.
Yeah, and then like the one solo I had, or the one of the two solos I had got like blasted away.
Did I hear you say at some point in this game that your shaman killed something?
Yeah,
He
my
did.
shaman killed something.
He killed a heffalump.
How?
He starts the game with corpses, so he can boost
Oh.
melee attack and damage.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that'll do.
It's
By the way,
okay.
that's the only reason the shaman is in there as my free model is he's the only Tharn I'm bringing in this that can take corpses,
Mm,
Hmm.
and
That'll
I
do.
have 30 points of Tharn, so
that'll do.
Yeah.
it was a thing.
Apparating some pigs.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Gumming them up because I have a gorehound in the way.
And I have stupid high defenses.
Oh man.
know,
I really
you
like-
gave me the hills.
I know, but
Like you straight up
I was-
just gave me the
every
hills.
time I'm just like I don't have a lot of Pathfinder and I need to not have to run through stuff and then I somehow makes it worse. Like,
Got
I'm just
him.
like that's just how it happens.
because the two fires were a bit closer towards the center on that, or
yes,
what?
yeah, and I was like, I don't want to walk through fire, and then I was like, you can just get rid of fire. I have to actually deal with it.
I don't wanna.
Yeah. And I was like, oh man, we don't like going through fire, man. Even though Grymkin kind of like lighting things on fire, but
Hey, corpses.
yeah.
Oh,
my
that's
God.
true.
I didn't even think about
That'll
that.
do.
Run through this fire, boys. I need some corpses.
Yeah.
Like, there you go.
Got him.
That actually would not have been the worst idea in the world. Oh god.
Okay, fun with Gorehound.
Fun with Gorehound is always fun. I like the blink tactic that I learned
I
from
know, right?
Riley here, where it's just like go through some terrain, lick someone to death, run away.
Somebody's using something I did.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a really
It's a
good.
effective
And-
use of. They're
Yeah,
really
and there's
good.
A lot of spaces for the Gorehounds to hide in this,
Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
which, yeah, it's pretty good.
pretty
Man.
solid. Except they still can't hit shit because
Because Starcross is awesome
Yeah.
and defense 14.
Yeah, I like.
Yeah. Mhm.
You
I
have
got.
to
I think at
boost
one
and you
point.
barely
I
get
think
it.
at one point I rolled
Yeah.
5 dice.
Oh,
in
yeah,
this game.
yeah, because so boosted for 3,
Manifest
Starcross for
Destiny.
4,
And Manifest
for
Destiny.
5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that was my only way of like hit fixing was Manifest Destiny. That only worked on my 4 beasts. Like
Yeah, which
It
is
was-
kind of hilarious where you're
yeah.
like, I'm rolling 4 dice and keeping 2. Hey, welcome to Ashland's feat, except,
not as evil.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I think that's partially why the Dreamer works better in Dark Menagerie
Yeah.
than she does in Bump,
Well,
Yeah.
because Manifest Destiny just wants
yeah.
you to have a large.
You know, and
battle
as you established, like everything works better
Yeah.
in Dark
I mean,
Menagerie.
really,
Yeah,
the only
I know,
casters that I think, the only caster I think objectively works better in Bump than they do in Dark Menagerie is the Wanderer. I think that's probably the
Maybe Heretic.
only.
The
Maybe,
Heretic,
but the Heretic
uh,
is just so good. Period.
Yeah.
That he works
Well,
he works
okay,
either
so
way.
yeah, in
yeah.
Menagerie he can still put Fury on Dreadrots and
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I think the Wanderer is the only one that you don't want to take in Dark,
Yeah,
Dark
he
Menagerie
really likes
because
Bump.
he wants Bump so much better. But the thing is Dark Menagerie is just a better theme.
it is.
yeah.
It is
It's
definitely
just a
better.
better theme,
It's just-
which is a shame.
Having
but it
everything
is.
start with corpse tokens just baseline is
Oh.
so nice.
Oh my
So much
gosh.
better.
Like
Turns out it's real good. And
real good.
hooray, Dreamer and your 2 heavies always have cover.
Yay!
Yeah, really. No, I think it's interesting. Kind of a tangent point here. Grymkin, when people were looking at them when they were coming out, people were so concerned that they were going to be this, meta breaking,
Yeah.
faction that came out that their tricks, the fact that they had Arcana, right? That it was just like, this isn't fair. They're going to be so overpowered. They're going to be so strong, and
Mhm.
Yeah.
they're not. Like,
No, they're
they're
perfectly
fun.
fine.
they're a
faction to play
pretty
against.
they're a pretty
I mean,
middle of the road faction, which
Yeah.
is pretty
It's
acceptable
perfect.
for a limited release faction.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're a little bit jankier than
I
other factions, but
it seems like their win percentages right now are more based off of unfamiliarity.
I think
Yeah.
so.
I mean, like you listen to teams talk about the WTC, it's like, there's a Grymkin player. We have no idea what they do. Your turn.
Mhm.
They're kind of just the dark horse.
Yeah, really.
Yeah,
When it was
what team was it? They were talking about. It's like, yeah, we had this one player. He played against Grymkin once, so he was our Grymkin drop every turn because he had more experience than the rest of us.
yeah. Well, that's the thing is because I think the people who were excited about Grymkin, obviously bought into the faction, but nobody else did, right?
Yeah,
It was one of those factions where either you were all about it or you weren't about it at all, right? And so there are a lot of metas that just have never seen Grymkin, right? There are a lot of metas that have just never seen how they function, how they work, what they do, and so you go up against them and you're like, what are these rules? What are these models?
Hear me charging Hollowmen because it's actually easier to hit your guys if I charge them into
Yep.
melee.
Yep.
Well,
That's
Needing
a thing.
9 to hit was better than the 10.
Yep.
That's
Like
not
9 to hit
awkward.
in melee was better than the 10 to
Yep.
hit at ranged from
Yep.
aiming.
Yep.
You could see RA, but yay.
You can't see the look on my face during this whole game, but it's just kind of one of sadness.
I don't think you ever failed to kill with your Gorehounds.
No.
I think they got to sprint every time
Yeah, they did. They got to eat.
when they did attack.
Yeah, when they got to attack. Yeah, and there's actually a really epic sprint that I didn't think was going to work too later, but we'll get there later.
Yeah.
But
So worth
but-
noting on this particular Gorehound is facing away from everybody so he doesn't frenzy on friendly dudes.
Yep. He just because he has too much fury on him, and I was like, you know what? You get behind this house and you look that way, doggy. Be a good one.
There's literally nothing for it to charge.
Literally.
So it
nothing.
frenzies and just stands
just-
It
there.
just stays there.
Yeah.
I don't know if
There's
I've
a
ever
little bit of a
actually
fit.
run into that.
Yeah, it's one of those. This is one of those situations
That only Grymkin can
Where-
get itself into?
No, dude, primal.
Yeah.
Anybody with primal can get themselves into that situation because it's auto frenzy.
Yes,
Anyways,
but like,
it's just the oversimplification of frenzy rules is I don't like it. I really don't like it.
I mean, it ends up.
I mean,
kind
it's
of,
an easy way of taking care of Frenzy.
It ends up kind of screwing me
Yeah,
up though,
but
because
it's
then his
just-
butt is
eh.
facing all these lovely guys with sticks, and so.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
I mean,
But I mean, it's just how it is.
sometimes you got to be the butt of the joke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's your bad pun for the
Yeah.
for the episode.
And every time I'm like,
Yeah, it's like everything in the frenzy rules is about charging.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, when it frenzies, activate. Without being forced, it shakes knockdown, stationary, and any other effects that can be shaken. Also ignores effects that would cause it to forfeit normal movement or combat action during an activation, which frenzy gets past Stranglehold.
Frenzy get past Stranglehold. Frenzy gets past Shadowbind.
Yeah, because it shakes it for free.
It doesn't get past Blind though.
Blind you can shake.
Oh, so it's a shakeable. So Frenzy just immediately dumps literally anything.
Pretty much.
yep.
That's what it looks like.
That's
yeah,
pretty
Stranglehold is one that you can't shake. It's like must forfeit movement or action, but yeah, step 2 right there, you ignore it. Anyways, step 3. Immediately charges the closest model in its line of sight without being forced.
Yep.
And then it just explains the charge. Yeah. Without being forced, even if the closest model is a friendly model, the Frenzy Warbeast cannot voluntarily stop its movement before contacting its charge target. Step 4. Makes one attack against the model it charged with the highest power weapon that has range to the target. Attack roll is automatically boosted. Blah, 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 blah. Step 5. At the end of the Warbeast Frenzy activation, so nothing about when it can't charge. Which means if it can't charge for no line of sight, it does literally nothing because there are no rules saying what it does do.
Yep.
Like, they oversimplified
How
it
did
way
that? How did that change from Mark II?
So, Mark II, you attack you attack a random enemy model in your melee range, or in your melee. So first check is enemy model in melee. Second check was enemy model engaging. Third check was friendly model in melee. Then was closest model line of sight, closest model, and it was a boosted attack and damage regardless.
So in Mark II, he would have turned around and walked over and beat the tar out of one of those poor Hollow Men.
Well, we can already see the Hollow Men are dead, so he would have walked towards one of the Bloodtrackers.
Tried to
Okay.
lick it.
All right.
But yes, he would have turned around, advanced, and attacked something. But he can't because
So there wasn't any charging in Mark II, is what you're saying. I only started playing
it
Hordes
charged.
in Mark III.
Okay, so it charged if it was able to. If it couldn't,
It just attacked. It just
if there was
moved and
something
attacked.
in his melee range, he would forfeit movement and attack. If it was something beyond that, like if there wasn't anything in his melee range, he would forfeit action and make a full advance directly towards.
Okay.
Neat.
But yeah, like with the charging, you get a boosted attack roll regardless. You only get boosted damage if it successfully charged. It's they oversimplified it way too much. Yes,
I
it
know.
was confusing as crap in Mark II, but it worked a lot better.
I don't know. I wasn't there.
I had
but-
to learn all the steps because Primal.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because the auto frenzy.
Yeah.
But like, yeah. I mean, I'm really happy with the Grymkin. They might as well have been my first faction because like I had a bunch of jumbled models, but I didn't really have a force that
Yeah.
I could put
Hey,
together.
look, Bloodweavers are going to kill stuff now because Lightning Tendrils is awesome and Killing Spree is awesome. and
Yeah, and you like explode
Bloodburst
everybody.
Is
Yeah,
awesome.
just-
And this list can kill it.
it's so cool how awesome your stuff is.
I mean, your stuff is pretty awesome.
my stuff
too,
is pretty
David.
awesome.
Yeah,
I just should be
Grymkin is-
playing more beasts. I say that every time. I think I've said that every time I've been on.
Like I have said,
Yeah.
I'm going to abuse you until you
Oh,
start
that's
doing
funny.
what you want to do.
Yeah,
Oh,
Riley
that's right.
abuses me. All right.
I get an extra damage off E-Leap, then I get the Bloodburst AoE, and then the
Yeah.
Killing Spree, and then, yeah.
Yeah, I do have a cool
You
response to this, but yeah, at a point after you murderize everybody.
I tried to.
Yeah,
I didn't get the whole unit this time.
yeah, the whole unit.
I didn't get the whole unit this time.
Yeah,
Hey, it took me 2 turns to get the other unit.
Gosh.
yeah, and
Just-
then I just
About
pretend
like a total of 5 Bloodtrackers.
Yeah,
I don't know if
and then
I have ever
honestly,
decimated a unit like that in my entire life.
I honestly I just pretend that flank didn't exist and we're good.
Yeah, it almost did.
Yeah, they kind of didn't. I played scenario like crap this game. I don't know if you know this.
Well, you did put a solo on the flag.
Yeah.
On your flag.
And then it got eaten.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then your only other solo is hiding.
Well, the other
And
problem
then,
is that you're
With
playing
good reason hiding.
You're
Yeah.
playing a really high speed, death skew army
Yep.
with a really slow ponderous army. Like
Yeah.
from the start, you were going to get jammed out of scenario. I mean,
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
happens
from the
all
start,
the
it was gonna be
time.
hard to not get
Yeah.
jammed.
This
out
happens
of
all the
scenario.
time with fast armies. I did this
Mhm.
the other day in a game playing Gristle 1.
Yeah.
I went second, started an extra 2 inches up because of Band of Heroes, jammed him out of this scenario on the bottom of 1, and
Yep.
just proceeded to score points until bottom of 3 when I had 5 points and he had 0.
Yep.
I mean, it happens all the time, and it's
Mhm.
just it
It's-
just happens. You got to be more aware of how fast an opponent's army is.
Mhm.
And you've got to realize I may lose models, but I'd rather lose models than get jammed out of a scenario.
Yeah.
It's also one of those. I still wonder if it's better to just run piggybacks turn 1 as opposed to shield wall.
Oh, without a
Yeah.
doubt. Because the odds of them getting hit by something are only speed, what,
5. Yeah.
So they're only going
so-
10 inches up. So, I mean, they're going to be pretty far behind the line. You don't have to run them the full 10 either.
No,
You
but
can run
I mean,
them
more
8
than
or
just
9.
the simple 5.
Yeah.
So I missed the Dreamer with the spray.
Yep.
I'm like, do I send the other Pureblood? No, there's a Skin and Bones right there. I'll let him get one. Or try. Because Starcrossed is awesome.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
And then fail to beat whatever comes close to kill other things.
Yep.
Aw, yeah.
Yep.
Go, Gobbers.
Go,
Uh,
Gobber Rangers.
So, let's see. This was top of 2?
Certainly not. This can't be
No,
top of 2.
This can't be top of 2.
There's too
Where's
much
my-
dead
no,
already for
This
it to be
is
top of 2.
this is top of 3. It's like, all right,
Yeah.
my Bloodweaver's already in the zone, so I am
Yeah.
at 3 control points right now.
Yeah, it's
Or no,
it doesn't
2
go
control
up.
points right now.
Okay, so
1 from the Bloodweaver on the flag during Dave's
more
turn, and then-
apparating hollow men.
Shaman. Yeah, because apparition
Yeah.
is cool. You can do it.
Go piggybacks, go.
Yeah.
Get in there, 'cause they have
I don't think you
apparate.
actually needed to waste clock doing that one.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I'm not. Again, I'm still not used to the clock.
35 minutes, he's fine.
I know. Like
It's a 5-man
we-
unit and he's got 35 minutes of clock. He's going to be okay.
Yeah, and this is the bottom of 3. I mean, it's pretty much close
This
to
is-
halfway
this is a
point of every
pretty
game,
quick game.
anyways.
Yeah, it wasn't. maybe?
Bottom of 3 is almost exactly halfway point of a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like the turns get fast.
Yeah.
Turns tend to get faster as you go because there's less stuff
Yeah.
to do.
Oh yeah, put some
Well,
hollow
just
men back.
With a hard stop at the bottom of 7,
Yeah,
it's
It'd be
almost
top of 3 technically.
Exactly.
Time wise, it should
yeah.
be bottom of 3.
Yay.
Time wise, bottom of 3.
But yeah,
at
3 and a half.
if it ends at bottom of 7, it should
Yeah.
be end of top of 4 should be middle of
Yeah,
the game.
yeah, there you go.
Because it should be
End of
3
4,
and
yeah.
a half.
Yep.
But this is basically the middle of the game.
Hollow men come back because Twilight Sisters are sweet.
Ugh.
What did your Lantern Man die?
No.
Nope.
Oh.
But also like trying to
But
shoot things
they-
off.
Yeah.
Is,
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's just-
All right.
Yeah.
With the
And-
Jeff skew and the
And I mean, I
hitting
brought them.
and
I
the
brought them there.
Starcrossed
I
and
brought
the-
them there to make people sad by resurrecting piggybacks, but they never. They never
I
had to do
couldn't
that.
kill a piggyback.
Yeah, it's like you couldn't
With
kill.
the star
kill a
crossed and
pig.
the stuffs and the
Yeah.
things, I was super high def and it couldn't hit me.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Basically the way it goes.
Basically.
Yep.
That's
Freaking
exactly what
wrong
happened.
eye.
I'll be fair. I was up till like 3 o'clock in the morning last night, and I've had like 4 beers today. I'm
Yeah, who
kind
cares?
of.
Oh, it's all good, man.
We should stop making excuses. Everybody should know.
We're
when
the
we,
drunken
at the very
channel
least,
by
when we
now.
play at my house, we're drinking.
I mean, yes, but I've also sung a Disney song in this report.
There is no
Yes!
there is no shame in that.
I mean, I don't find shame in it.
That's because there is none, right?
I'm just letting our valued watchers know.
There's only one of us that can actually sing on key. Hint, it's not me.
Or me.
What?
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
gosh. And then I'm like, oh yeah, because like the only hit fixer I have right here is I have
Manifest Destiny.
Yeah, it's great,
Which
but
is
it's also
pretty
just-
good hit fixer.
Like,
It signs
yeah.
importance for your battle group,
But my battle group isn't.
Which is all of it right now.
Yeah,
which is Grymkin.
yeah.
with extended
Grymkin's-
control range.
You have
also
one
awesome.
ranged beast.
Yeah.
It's got a pretty sweet animus though.
What the
It
frightmare?
does.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Eyeless Sight. That's not called Eyeless Sight.
It's true. I don't remember
It's
what
called,
it's called.
whatever it's
See in
called.
the dark.
See, yeah, that one. See in the dark. Still, I don't know. It's not still as death. That's countercharge.
Yeah, which is also pretty cool.
It's not as good as Counterblast though. Best animus ever.
Counterblast is the best.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
I will argue that until the day I either die or quit playing this game. One of the two.
Yep.
I'm not sure which will come first.
All right. Alrighty, and then here's me.
should
Here's
do
me
that
like.
game though.
Here's me working out a
All
skin
the
and
stingers
moans.
versus all the Krabbits.
Here's me working out a skin and moans. Like,
Yep.
I'm
Because
trying to
there's
figure
a
out where he
thing
can
there
go.
that he can't really advance through. 'cause
yeah, it
it's-
takes some finagling. Like it
does
takes
take
some finagling.
finagling.
I mean, I can
And
get
then
him
figuring
there.
out, okay,
Where he needs to go and kind of how
where he needs to go, who he needs to charge.
Yeah,
how
all
he can
that
do
good
it,
stuff.
Because, again, the reason the White Pureblood is where he is, hey, look, there's a forest completely between them.
Yeah, I mean, like
Can't say, "Whee!"
Yep. Yeah, I mean, like we get him there, but it takes some. It takes
It
some
takes
thinking.
a lot of effort.
Yeah.
Apollo, don't be a little shit.
It's a cat, Ben. He's always a little shit.
Hey, he hopped off the table.
and then he complained. And then he complained about it.
Apollo, come here. Come here, buddy.
All right. Anyways,
So.
the game.
So we do finally figure out a way for Skin and Moans to get in there. The death knell gave him a couple corpses. So
Let's say this.
yeah, the death knell gave him a couple corpses. So we got him there. So he's just gonna walk up, start trying to eat
Okay.
things. So here we go, and then here I think this is where I'm rolling 4 dice and then just doing normal stuff.
Yep. What was it? Oh yeah,
He's under
boosting,
Starcross-
Starcross. Oh,
Starcross,
Starcross and Dark Menagerie, and the flag that can't stay where it's at.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh God, I think I hit that flag
Oh my
like
gosh.
we have to remeasure where it goes like
You know,
4 times.
You know what
Yeah.
we should start doing during these battle reports? We should
Drinking
take
more?
Yes. Yes.
that, but also we should like tape the flags down, like put tape on the
Yeah, we
Yeah.
should probably.
because it's not going to
start
hurt
doing
the
that.
mat.
No,
the mat
it's
will be
not.
fine, and you know,
And I have plenty of painter's tape. And
yeah,
whatever. So it doesn't leave a
unless one of us
residue.
like haymakers the flag, it'll probably stay still.
Yeah, I should start doing that.
I wouldn't be surprised if I
That
haymaker a
makes much
flag
more
by
sense.
mistake.
All right, so Skin and
It happens.
Bones, because
Skin
of
and Bones.
Starcross, doesn't kill a pureblood.
Does not.
Lols.
But you know what? You know what does?
Nothing.
Um,
No.
I think,
Something you had less faith in than I did.
Right.
yeah.
Because I think the pureblood is down to.
He's not on a
3
whole lot of
boxes?
boxes. He's,
Yeah, 3 boxes. He was
Yep.
down to 3 boxes.
You know what it does? Champion. Here we go.
I think this is your 5
This
die
is my
attack
5
roll.
dice attack roll.
Yeah, because you boosted to hit, and I was just like, what? What?
And I'm
Yeah.
like,
You're
yeah.
like, wait, why 5?
Yep. And then he hit.
And you were like, it misses, and I was like, no, that's a 9.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what? Oh, what was the head? I don't know. Yeah, whatever.
Yep. And then
And then boost
Ooh,
damage.
Boost damage.
Under signs of importance, because
Yep.
that's a thing.
And then
dead.
munched. And then he runs
Bam.
away. And you're
And then Cuddle Buddy.
yeah, and then he becomes a heffalump.
Yeah.
And everything is good. I like the heffalump.
The
He's in
Heffalump
there.
is
He's
pretty cool.
quite cool.
He is pretty cool. What? You create 2 of them this game, don't you?
Yeah, I get 2 of them. Yeah.
Yeah, that means another of my puppies is gonna end up dying. That makes me a little
Good.
sad.
Good.
Fine.
I mean, it is.
Well, I guess I just spoiled Snapjaw doesn't die.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm contractually obligated to not like Circle.
I think think our entire meta is contractually obligated at this point.
Let's be honest, Ben. It's not because circle. It's not circle.
It's me.
Let's be real.
It's totally me. Please don't do a spit take with beer on my mic.
Nope.
He's trying to.
I can hold my beer, thank you. I can hold my alcohol.
That was pretty close, though.
It was. It's true.
I was like, and you know what, Ben? I don't dislike playing you. I get stomped, but I don't dislike playing you. Whereas, like, I think some people in our meta are just like,
Yes, I have heard. I don't want to play you because I can't play on your level.
I can't play on your level, but
to be
dang
fair,
it, I'm gonna try.
That's that's a legitimate excuse, though. Like
yeah.
I mean, that's a legitimate excuse. I know it sucks to hear it, but at the same time,
it is it is legit. Like, it's one of those like, okay, I can't really argue that. Well, crap. Moving on.
Yeah. Me, on the other hand, I like pain, so here we are.
Yeah, hence why your other faction is scoring.
Yes, that is exactly why my other faction is scoring.
Yeah.
Which I will have to bring by and start playing now that...
faction of a bunch of whipped beasties.
Yeah,
Yep.
I mean, the only reason I haven't been
At
is
least
because...
they aren't battered wives.
Yeah, the only reason I haven't brought them by to start playing with is they're not...
People have been
fully...
banned from the forums for less than that.
I know.
Ben.
Yeah, remember one of our
Former cast members
that was a Trolls player that did get straight banned from the forums.
I know. Hilarious. Yes.
Yeah.
For those of you who remember Frank from Trollblood Scrum.
I'm Frank.
He's Frank.
Yeah.
Because he got banned from the forums because he
no longer had his handle.
Because he called trolls the battered housewives of
something like
of
that.
hordes or something.
And then called out a couple staffers.
That's brilliant.
Which, I mean, to be fair,
they are.
Horde,
you were gonna say?
I'm not gonna say it's that bad, but Trollbloods are in a bad spot. They're
the
in a bad
Northkin
way.
team will help a lot, but yeah, they have not been in a good spot. And you know, when we hear officially from Hungerford and Pagani that they had to twist Soul's arm to finally get them a non-character 2-inch melee beast in Trolls.
Well, and see, and that's the problem. And I'm gonna go off script here a second. Like we have a script. But
I was like, what are you talking about?
I think that's one of the biggest problems. Is that you
we don't have a script?
No, that you have members of Privateer Press who have a ton of control over the game and the balance of the game and the way it works that actively work against certain factions in the game. And actively work for certain factions in the game. Like, ladies and gentlemen, the fact that Crix has been as good as it has been, and the reason why it is still doing good is because it is actively supported by Jason Souls.
Yep.
That is the
100%.
reason why. That's not a conspiracy theory. That is not a guess. That is the cold, hard truth. Yep. Part of the reason why Trollbloods has not been good is because it is actively worked against by people like Jason Souls, right?
Yeah.
Pagani
not people like. It is actively worked against by Jason Souls.
Pagani has been working for 2 years, since before Mark III, to try and get Trolls a non-character reach war beast.
Yeah. Non-character reach heavy.
Yes.
Because they have a couple lights, but...
Yes.
Man,
I mean, they had the Axer, the Impaler,
the Axer,
the Bouncer. They were all 2-inch in Mark II.
I guess that's true.
They were all reach in
But
Mark
still,
II.
I mean,
But yeah.
That is pretty...
It is... I can understand when troll players...
the shaman is using corpses to kill things.
Sure.
It's
to kill thing.
To kill an elephant.
Yeah.
He's a snuggle
and get
buddy.
a corpse back.
He's a snuggle buddy. He goes and snuggles you and pushes you 2 inches away.
Yay! And then I have a chain lightning that I realize, hey, the leaps aren't optional. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to kill Bloodtrackers. So send in the primal pureblood.
Yep. Yep. Poor skin and moans.
Gotta get my blood pressure down. You know.
Yeah, I mean that is.
Yeah,
I do agree that that's
it is
not
a bit
cool.
rough on that.
Because that frustrates me. Because the idea, the idea behind trolls, the aesthetic of trolls, everything is so cool with trolls.
Yeah.
Except for the fact that they are constantly getting crapped on when it comes to
Hey,
models,
not cool.
when it comes to themes.
It is one of those. Thankfully, there are many more people in the company than Souls, so that there is still a balance that comes out. That they are still competitively viable. They're just playing on extremely hard mode.
I would not go so far as to say that trolls are competitively viable.
Oh.
I wouldn't go that far. When you have a single caster who is competitive, and even then it's not that great of a list, I would not go as far as to say the trolls are competitively viable. When Doom 3 is your only option if you're playing at a high level, and it's still not that great of a list because you have to rely on maulers to be your beat stick.
Yeah.
Nope.
All right.
Not a chance.
I don't know what's competitively viable.
Not a chance.
Grymkin are.
Well, I hear. So I hear. I wish I could prove that point more than I do.
Yep.
You'll get there.
I
we're all still learning the faction, obviously.
Yeah, I know. And I mean, yes, I have score. Speaking of,
I was kind of surprised you finally popped an Arcana this turn.
yeah, knock him
just
down.
Wait a second.
Cool,
Have you
I'm not
not
gonna kill anything
popped an Arcana yet?
No, he finally popped. We all fall down when the Pureblood killed the Skinnamones.
Yeah. Because the other one's sacrifice, which I did.
Yeah,
forget
I never gave you.
You never gave me the opportunity to really.
Yeah, I never gave you.
Because all of
good
my
opportunity
multi-wound
for
models didn't really the piggybacks didn't really take damage, and you either killed the entirety of the other ones. I don't really think.
Yeah, I think there was some chip damage on a Gorehound. You might have been able to heal up, and
Yeah.
that was about it.
Well, and that's one of the things that I've noticed with things like sacrifice is that now that people know how they work, they make sure they kill your beasts in one go.
Yeah. I mean, you had a couple opportunities to do the other one.
Fortune's Path. Yeah, I honestly forgot to do that one more than anything. I mean, yeah, I'm still because you want to talk about powerful factions or whatever. I started with Scorn when I first tried to
weird amalgamation of Scorn.
Yeah, well,
models.
I didn't have a whole lot of Scorn because I was just brand new, and I started with Scorn. This is before they got updated. All the errata stuff came out was when I first started. So not only did I have a jumble of Scorn, but I had a jumble of Scorn and it wasn't very good.
Yep.
So I got pretty discouraged.
Yeah, I'm just going to interrupt quick. I'm going to grab another drink. Does anybody want anything?
I'm
still working on mine. I'm good.
Okay.
But so I got a little discouraged. And so when the Grymkin came out, I'm like, sweet, I can get back into this game again. Hopefully this faction will be cooler. And they're a weird faction. And when I play games like this or games, I like weird factions that do atypical things in the game. So I was very excited to try them, and I've loved them so far. Yeah, and I'm really excited to play Scorn on the channel too now because they have been essentially fixed. So
yeah, definitely.
They're really fun.
I think that's something that's super important just in general is for players to find a faction that clicks with them. Not everybody is so lucky as to find a faction that clicks with them on their first try. Yeah, you know.
I started with Rhett.
I was gonna say I think I think out of us right now on the channel, I might be the only person whose first faction was actually a faction that clicked well.
Yeah.
Because I bought into the game with Protectorate.
Yep.
And played Protectorate pretty well. But a lot of times it takes at least one try, if not a couple of tries, to find a faction that you really like. I think a great example of that is a guy in our meta, Kevin. He got into the game playing Signar. Loved the aesthetic of Signar. Loved the aesthetic of Trenchers, which was a shame because Trenchers were hot trash when he got into the game. Still loves Signar. Still loves the aesthetic, the story, all of it.
Yeah, but he just didn't understand how to play.
Yeah, he didn't understand how to play it. He came into possession of a large portion of Khador, started playing Khador, and it was like somebody plugged him in and turned on the lights. He started playing
it's one of those, the thing I
so
explained
much
to
better.
him is when he started playing Khador, he was no longer tricked into staying back and shooting, which was how he was actually losing a bunch of his games. Khador made him come forward, made him start doing melee. And that's another thing. He is another great reason of why I really do think people should play multiple factions at some point. Because factions play differently. After Kevin started figuring out, it's like, oh, hey, getting into melee is good. Actually getting forward is good. He's not losing on scenario. He's actually scoring scenario. He's noticing he's doing a whole lot better. When he switched back to Signar, he brought a lot of the things that he learned from playing Khador into Signar, coming forward, doing melee and stuff like that. And he legitimately got a lot better with Signar as well.
Yeah, definitely.
It was one of those, it was kind of the thing he needed to go somewhere else and then come back. And he loves both those factions.
He does.
I'm actually pretty excited because I've played Grymkin on the channel now, but I'm pretty excited to try Scorn again. Now that they have a bunch of themes and a bunch of cool stuff.
I'm probably gonna have to play Red again at some point.
I'm telling you, dude, people need to be talking more about the Scorn themes.
Yeah,
If
oh,
you
they're
haven't
so cool.
read up on those, if you
So
haven't looked at them,
cool.
go take a look at them. Masters of War, affectionately known among the score community as the Meow list,
Yeah,
is
cats.
a really good theme.
Yep.
It fits incredible stuff in it.
Oh,
Disciples of Agony, as a minion player, I'm a little bit ticked about it, but it's a really, really good theme. It's a really good theme. It creates a great off list. I think Imperial War Host, their
Super
beast
good.
theme, is really, really good.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
game has ended.
Yeah.
I won on scenario 5-0.
Yep.
Swamp
there we go.
Gobbers scored his own. That's what I brought him for.
Yep.
Sweet. Carry on.
Sorry. Yeah,
I think
I
you're
the
going to see
Exalted
some
theme's really good
the Exalted
too,
theme. I think you're going to see some interesting off lists between the Exalted theme
I love MKIII.
and
Yeah.
Winds of Death, which has been kind of their popular theme up to this point, Winds of Death.
Yep.
But the thing is, their themes are suddenly making the different components of that army click. You look at the
Yeah.
Exalted theme, Immortals need, what is it, soul tokens on them to make things happen?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
They
all
start with
one.
soul tokens.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You look at things like Disciples of Agony. Beast Handler's a car. He's
Yeah.
a
Oh my
pretty decent
gosh.
caster. He dies really easily. He's
Yes.
hard to play.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I can take 2 units of Swamp Gobber Bellows crew, have him sit in a cloud, and have 4 sack pawns around him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Swanky.
Why the heck not?
Yeah.
You can fit them MKIII 2 with the double cats.
Double cats.
Ugh.
So
It fits-
nasty.
It fits
In the Praetorian
perfectly
theme,
into
yeah, like-
into Masters of War.
Yeah,
And I'm telling you, man,
it's awesome.
for all of you people who have been discounting Scorn since the beginning of Mark III, you have been right to do so. You are no
Yes.
longer right to do so.
Oh no, I think they're
Scorn,
so cool
yeah.
now.
Scorn is for real, man. Scorn is
Yeah.
for real. And the thing is, now,
Agony is so good.
well, the thing is,
Yeah.
Masters of War, Warrior models and Master of War removed from play
Okay,
and
Swamp
deny
Gobbers are
tough
still
checks.
FA1.
Yeah.
Are they?
What are?
Ooh, okay.
Gobbers are still FA1.
Oh yeah.
Bone Grinders are FAU.
But it's just, it's still like
Yeah.
the fact that Scorn Warrior models melee
Yeah.
attacks removed from play.
Oh.
Swordsmen
Yeah.
are sweet now.
Like they have, they have Mass RFP, which
Right.
is great into Ghost Fleet.
Ghost
and
Fleet.
Yeah.
Any recursion list, really.
Uh huh. I'm telling you, man. Watch out.
Yeah, I
Scorn's going places.
I'm excited
Oh,
to
yeah.
try more. I'm really excited to try more of them out.
Hot
Like,
takes. You heard it here,
Yeah.
3rd or 4th, possibly 5th. I don't know.
You
There's a
heard
lot of
it at some
podcasts that have come out
Yeah.
before this is going to get released. So
Yeah. No, I'm
At least we're not a podcast.
This is a battle report, man. Like, but
welcome to
yeah.
Should Have Turned Last.
where we don't
I'm-
know what we are.
I'm really excited. I'm really excited to try my other factions now. Like, I really
Heck
am.
yeah.
I'm pretty excited. Because I have a few. Like, I picked up. I also have a bunch of Legion I still can play with.
Yep.
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 And I
You
have
can borrow
Storm.
mine
Yeah.
whenever I'm not using it.
Yeah. I mean, I think I actually might want to try using your ret too, because I think they might be
Go
fun.
for it.
Like, that seems pretty cool.
Ret.
I don't
Goodness
understand why the
gracious.
Ret community
The
is so
biggest
sad about their stuff.
salt mine I've ever seen in my life.
I know.
I know.
Ret players,
right?
you have plenty of good things. Okay,
Yeah.
so what? You're not the best faction out there. You're a good middle-of-the-road faction, and just like Trevor on Chain Attack said in this last episode, to be a middle-of-the-road faction in a game where the bottom is here and the top is here is a perfectly fine place to be.
And guess
Sorry
what?
you're not Ghost Fleet.
I'm sorry.
Nobody is.
I'm sorry. The
And guess
Dawn
what?
Guard theme
12
seems
factions
super
aren't the
cool.
top faction.
Yeah, I was like,
be only one.
like
Get
that-
over it, you're
seriously,
fine.
That Dawn Guard theme seems super cool.
I'm sorry.
yes.
When a group of players, when a faction complains about getting a model like the Battle Cricket,
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Battle Cricket.
my
Never
gosh.
dies and is such
get over yourself.
one of the best contesting pieces out there because have fun shooting it. You can't charge it.
Dude, I cannot.
Oh,
I don't even. Yeah, I don't. I don't
like
know.
it's an accomplishment to kill that thing.
Maybe because I never played Mark II. I don't get some of the salt that some people have over stuff in this.
Oh, it's just frustrating.
It's not even just because of Mark II. Like
Yeah.
Ret got way better in Mark III.
Hmm.
Like way
Yeah.
better. But I think it's like the Scorn community. They just got trapped in their mindset of Mark II and haven't figured out how to break out
How
of
to
it.
get-
Well, and I will say this. This is the one concession I will give to the Retribution community. At the beginning of Mark III, they were really good.
Yup.
Themes were dropped, And we saw the power level of Retribution drop a little bit because of the way the themes were out. The Retribution themes are not the best in the world. I will concede that to the Retribution community. And yeah, it sucks in a world where 90% of War Machine and Hordes is played in theme, that your themes are not quite as competitive, but the overall power of your models is pretty decent.
Yeah. By the way, Ret still has one of my favorite out-of-theme interactions, and I'm legitimately still tempted to play it out-of-theme because of this, and that is Kael'Thasa putting Refuge on Eris 1. So on one side of the table, I go, hey, I have Eris 1. You want to get shot by her? You want to get shot by her? No? No? Okay. How about Alara running Discordia on the other side? So a Refuging Discordia with brain damage. So I was like, hey, you want to get hit by Discordia? Which one do you want? Because one of them's going to do it.
Pick your poison, so they say.
Yeah. I love that interaction. Partially because I love the hit and run, and talk about a bitch of a choice.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited overall. I like where all this stuff is.
Yeah. Oi.
I think that's a battle report.
I think it is.
I think so. Oh.
Should we? You want to serenade us to close?
We have a Patreon now.
Oh yeah.
Please go support us.
Check it out.
Yeah. Patreon.com/should-have-turned-left.
Yes.
Support us. Help us keep doing this kind of thing, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a lot of fun.
Equipment, beer, models, stuff, travel.
Community.
Things.
Yes. Stuff and things and killing the zombies and
Zombies.
Hollow Men are alive. Thank you, sir.
I don't know. Stuff and things. I just went to Walking Dead.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, and Grymkin.
Yeah, they're not dead. They're just miserably alive.
Dead yet.
No, they are living models. They're just miserably
it's not
alive.
after 8. Sorry.
True. Oh.
That's the corpse guy, right? Bring out your dead. That's the actual rule.
It is
isn't
the
it?
actual
That's-
rule.
Yes.
It is.
It's amazing.
It's true.
All right.
All right.
Have
Happy
a good one,
war
guys.
gaming,
Happy wargaming,
everybody.
y'all.
So, those poor unfortunate souls.
Is an awesome song. In need. This one longing
think
to
it
be
is.
thinner. This one wants to get the girl. And do I help them? Yes, indeed.